The resignation letter burned in Maya's hand as she walked toward her boss's office. 3 years of being the only Black woman at the table, and she was finally done. But her phone buzzed with a message that stopped her cold. "They're coming for you. Emergency meeting in 10 minutes." Her heart pounded. What had she done wrong this time?
This is the story of a Black woman who refused to be erased. Maya Collins did everything right, worked twice as hard, earned every promotion, delivered exceptional results. But in corporate America, excellence isn't always enough. This is about the day she discovered they were building a case against her and how she turned their weapon into her power. This is about systematic discrimination, strategic documentation, and the community that saved her career. This is about fighting back and winning. 29-year-old Maya Collins had done everything right. She'd worked twice as hard, smiled through the microaggressions, and just launched the most successful product in TechVantage's history. 40% revenue increase, record user retention. She should have been celebrating. Instead, she sat in her boss Richard's office, listening to him say words that made her stomach drop. "We need to talk about your leadership style." Leadership style. Code for "you're too assertive for a Black woman." "Several team members have expressed concerns about your tone," Richard continued, not meeting her eyes. Maya's jaw tightened. She'd sent one email, professional and clear, asking why the marketing team missed 3 deadlines. Meanwhile, Derek, the white guy who literally threw a keyboard last month, was called passionate. What specifically was wrong with my communication? Maya kept her voice steady, already knowing this game. Richard shifted uncomfortably. "It's not what you said, it's how they made them feel. How they felt." But here's what Richard didn't know. Maya had started documenting everything 6 months ago. Every email, every meeting, every double standard. She'd learned from watching other Black women disappear from the company, pushed out quietly with vague performance concerns that never quite added up. "I'd like this feedback in writing," Maya said calmly, "with specific examples." Richard's face changed. "That's not necessary." "For my professional development? I think it is." The meeting ended abruptly. Maya knew something was coming. She just didn't know what. Until the next morning when her friend Jasmine, another Black woman in tech, texted, "Emergency meeting about you in 10 minutes. They're building a case. Jay." That's when Maya knew. They weren't trying to fix her. They were trying to erase her. The conference room was packed. Richard, Karen from HR, and 2 executives, all white, all wearing practiced, neutral expressions. "Maya, we've received complaints," Karen began, sliding a folder across the table. "Multiple team members report feeling intimidated by your management approach. There are concerns about workplace hostility. Workplace hostility. Firing words." Maya opened the folder. Anonymous complaints. No dates, no specifics, just vague accusations about her aggressive communication and making people uncomfortable. "This was a setup. I launched your most successful product 3 weeks ago," Maya said, her voice dangerously calm. "And now, suddenly, I'm hostile? This isn't about performance. Then what is it about?" Silence. Maya pulled out her phone. "I have documentation of every interaction for the past 6 months. I have Derek's emails calling people incompetent and stupid. He got no complaints. I have transcripts of meetings where I was interrupted 17 times while presenting. And I have audio recordings." "Recordings?" Richard went pale. legal in this state with one-party consent. I've been that party. The temperature in the room dropped 20 degrees. They offered her paid leave, 30 days, to investigate while she disappeared. But Maya saw the trap. They'd build their case while she wasn't there to defend herself. "I'll have my lawyer review any agreement," she said, and walked out. In the hallway, she called an employment lawyer. Then she texted Jasmine, "Coffee, now. I need to know what you know." Jasmine wasn't alone at the coffee shop. She'd brought Keisha, a former TechVantage senior analyst Maya had never met. "This happened to me," Keisha said quietly. 6 months ago. Same company. Anonymous complaints, hostile workplace allegations. They pushed me out." She paused. "Maya, you're not the first. You're the fifth." Maya's blood ran cold. Fifth? 5 Black women in leadership in 3 years, all pushed out the same way, all paid to sign NDAs and disappear quietly. Jasmine opened her laptop. "I've been collecting information. Names, dates, patterns. This isn't about you being difficult. This is systematic." Maya thought about the resignation letter in her bag. She'd written it last night, believing she had no choice but to leave quietly. But Keisha had left quietly, and nothing changed. "What do we do?" Maya asked. "We fight," Jasmine said. "We file an EEOC complaint. We document the pattern. We force them to answer for this." "That could destroy my career." "They're already destroying your career. At least this way, you go down fight." Before Maya could respond, her phone rang. Unknown number. "Maya Collins, this is Rebecca Chen from the Wall Street Journal. I'm investigating discrimination at TechVantage. I understand you might have information." Someone had already leaked the story. But who? Maya was still reeling from the reporter's call when her boss, Richard, approached her in the hallway the next day. "Can we talk off the record?" Every instinct screamed not to trust him, but something in his expression made her pause. 5 minutes, and I'm recording." Richard looked around nervously, then spoke in a rush. "The complaints about you, they didn't come from your team. They came from the board. 2 members specifically. They'd been looking to restructure leadership after the diversity push." Maya's breath caught. "You're saying they made this up?" "I'm saying I was told to document performance issues, to create a paper trail, and when I couldn't find real problems..." He trailed off, looking ashamed. "I amplified small things. I let bias become official feedback." "Why are you telling me this now?" "Because Karen just told me they're planning to terminate you tomorrow for insubordination, refusing the paid leave." He looked at her directly. "Maya, I have emails from board members pressuring me. I can forward them, but if I do this, I'm probably done too." "Send them," Maya said. "Tonight. And Richard, get your own lawyer." That night, Maya, Jasmine, Keisha, and their lawyer reviewed Richard's emails. They were damning. Board members discussing optics versus reality of diversity, messages about too many women getting too comfortable, plans to quietly correct the balance. "This is systemic discrimination from the top down," the lawyer said, eyes bright. "This is exactly what we need." But then Maya's phone buzzed, an anonymous text. "They know about Richard. Security is searching his computer right now. You have 12 hours. We file tonight, and I'm calling that reporter back." Maya's Twitter thread was simple and devastating. I'm director of product development at a major tech company. I launched the most successful product in company history 3 weeks ago. Today, I'm being fired. Here's why. She posted the emails, the pattern, Richard's confession, anonymously to protect him, the systematic push-out of 5 Black women leaders. By 9:15 a.m., she had 10,000 retweets. By 10 a.m., hashtag #TechVantageDiscrimination was trending nationally. By noon, the Wall Street Journal article dropped. Silicon Valley's Diversity Reckoning, how TechVantage systematically pushed out Black women leaders. Maya's phone exploded with messages, some supportive, some vicious. She probably slept her way into that job. Can't handle pressure, so she cries racism. Another quota hire who couldn't cut it. Her attacks cut deeper than she expected. Her home address was leaked online. Strangers picked apart her appearance, her credentials, her worth. Her mother called, voice shaken. "Baby, maybe you should stop. I'm scared they'll hurt you."
Maya almost gave up. Almost. But then the messages started coming from other women. "Thank you. I quit my job last month for the same reasons. I thought I was alone. My daughter is studying CS. She needed to see someone fight back. I'm filing my own complaint tomorrow because of you." She wasn't just fighting for herself anymore.
TechVantage's CEO, Tom Bradley, called 3 days into the viral storm. "Maya, we need to talk about a settlement. Immediately." They offered 6 figures, public acknowledgement of mistakes, a seat on their diversity advisory board. Maya almost laughed. "I want the board members who planned this to resign publicly. That's complicated? Then we'll see you in court."
She hung up. Her lawyer looked shocked. "You just turned down 6 figures." "Because they want to pay me to be quiet. I want them to actually change." 3 days of silence followed. Maya panicked. Had she made a huge mistake? Then a GoFundMe appeared. Support Maya Collins' fight for justice. Within 24 hours, $250,000 from the tech community. Messages poured in. "Keep fighting. You're not alone." TechVantage came back with a new offer. $2 million split among the 5 women. 2 board members resigned. Third-party audit, new equity policies, and $10 million fund for Black women in tech.
"One more thing," Maya said. "No NDA. I get to tell my story." They agreed. Maya had won, but Tom Bradley's warning echoed in her mind. The board members who resigned have powerful friends. They'll make sure you never work in tech again. Victory felt hollow when she opened LinkedIn to 47 job rejections. All polite, all variations of, "We're going in a different direction." She'd won $400,000 and lost her career. "Stop looking for a job and start creating one," Jasmine told her. That's how the Equity Project was born. Maya and her squad, Jasmine, Keisha, and 3 other women, created a consulting firm supporting women of color facing discrimination in tech. Documentation coaching, legal referrals, career counseling, company audits. Within a week, they had 50 consultation requests. Within a month, 200. Maya found her purpose, helping others navigate the battles she'd fought. But one call shook her. A woman named Shanice, sobbing, "I did everything you said. I documented, I filed a complaint, and they fired me anyway. This is my fault for trusting you." Maya couldn't save everyone. The system was still broken. but she could give people tools to fight back. 6 months later, Marcus Johnson, CEO of Innovate Tech startup, offered Maya a role as Chief Equity Officer. Real power, real resources. But 3 days before her start date, she received an anonymous video. Marcus at a board meeting saying, "We need someone with a strong diversity narrative. Collins is perfect. The press will eat it up." Another board member, "But is she actually qualified?" Marcus, "Doesn't matter. She brings credibility and PR value." Maya's heart sank. Was this another company using her for optics?
She confronted Marcus directly. He didn't deny the video was real. It was from 8 months earlier, before he knew her work. He showed her recent emails to the board, fighting passionately for her qualifications, defending hiring her against criticism. "Am I a diversity hire?" Maya asked bluntly. "Yes," Marcus said simply, "and a brilliance hire, and a strategic hire. You bring unique perspective because of your experience. That doesn't make you less qualified. It makes you more qualified." Maya decided to take the risk, but she demanded transparency, power, and the right to walk away publicly if he lied. She joined Innovate Tech and immediately found familiar problems. 83% white, 71% male, abysmal retention of women of color. But this time, she had real authority.
Maya's first 6 months at Innovate Tech were brutal. She audited hiring practices, investigated discrimination complaints, and had to fire a manager, Kevin Morrison, who'd systematically rated minority candidates lower on culture fit despite equal or better qualifications. Kevin sued, claiming he was fired for being white. His complaint went viral in tech circles, with some calling Maya's work anti-white discrimination. But Maya had receipts. Kevin's emails showing clear bias, patterns across years of hiring data. She won that fight.
More importantly, she built systems that didn't depend on her. The Equity Coalition, 100 employees across all departments trained to identify and address inequity. Transparent pay scales, structured interviews, mandatory accountability. Within a year, minority hiring was up 23%, retention up 31%, culture actually changing. Marcus offered her a promotion, Chief People Officer. Maya hesitated, not because she didn't want it, but because she wasn't sure corporate leadership was where she could make the most impact. While consulting for TechVantage, yes, they brought her back as an advisor, Maya found something explosive. A folder labeled Risk Management Diversity Hires. Inside were profiles of every Black woman hired into leadership, including her. Each had a mitigation strategy. Hers read, "High risk for discrimination claims. Recommend enhanced documentation and limiting access to sensitive board discussions." They've been planning to push her out from day one. Maya had evidence of premeditated, systematic discrimination. She could file a massive lawsuit. Or she could use it as leverage for real change. She called the other 4 women from the original settlement, asked what they wanted. Together, they decided transformation, not just punishment. Maya confronted TechVantage's board with the evidence, her demands, significant settlements for all 5 women, resignations of everyone involved in the mitigation strategies, $50 million fund for Black women in tech managed independently. "You have 48 hours," Maya said, or this goes to the Wall Street Journal and Twitter. They accepted. All of it. 3 other tech companies announced similar equity initiatives within weeks, clearly trying to get ahead of their own scandals. Maya had sparked an industry-wide reckoning. A year later, Maya stood before the first cohort of the Tech Equity Fellowship. 25 Black women studying computer science, funded by the $50 million settlement. "You shouldn't have to fight the way we did," she told them. "But you probably will face challenges, so we're giving you tools, community, and support." The program included technical training, negotiation skills, legal literacy, mental health support, and most importantly, each other. They never have to be the only one in the room. Maya had turned her trauma into transformation. She'd learned that equity work wasn't about being superhuman or perfect. It was about building systems, documenting everything, finding your people, and refusing to be silent. Some days she still felt exhausted. Some days she wondered if the cost was worth it. But then a young Black woman approached her after a conference talk. "I'm a sophomore in computer science. I almost dropped out because I felt so alone. But I saw your story and I stayed. Thank you for showing me I belong here." That's when Maya knew. Every battle, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, it was all worth it. She wasn't just fighting for herself anymore. She was building a future where Black women wouldn't have to fight alone, where being the only one in the room would become a relic of the past, where excellence wouldn't require superhuman strength, where belonging was a right, not something to be earned through suffering. Maya smiled at the young woman. "You do belong here, and you're not alone anymore."
For every Black woman who's ever been the only one in the room, this is your story. You're not alone. Keep fighting, keep building, keep rising.